It's safe to say they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
And MP has made his goal clear. He has his sights set on beating the top teams in the league because he knows to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Well, I really respect MP setting such a high bar, not just for himself, but for his team as well. It demonstrates leadership on his behalf, and this sort of approach can certainly draw a lot of attention to try to disprove MP and try to invalidate his ability. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. Then it's Smith, then there's Damian Lillard, and it's the mayor in at the shooting guard position. Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, here's what MP had to say about facing one of the best teams in the conference. Games like this are bookmarks, he said, potential moments when the big picture unfolds. We want to have our hands raised at the end of these chapters. MP sure knows how to set the stage, BA.
Oh yeah, sounds like it's going to be a real page-turner, Allie. Here's the mayor. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Here's the mayor, an elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Six on the shot clock. The mayor, good. The mayor's got his second bucket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Ivy. 10 points in his last outing. It's tipped. Here's the mayor. Throws it up high. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the score by Detroit, Smith with a screen on Ivy. And stolen by Cunningham. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Thompson. Smith with the rebound. Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you could forget it.
Pistons trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Lillard. Here's Cunningham. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bucks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here's the mayor. We saw him with 39 points last game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Good job by Antetokounmpo boxing out, getting in good position there to snatch the board.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the night.
The line for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one shot.
Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Ivy, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Watson, he's checked in for Smith. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, the work ethic from Ivy is something that has gone unquestioned in his young career.
The Bucks have got 6 of 8 shots to go. The Mayor passes to Lillard. It's not going to go for him. Ivy with the defensive effort. Here's Thompson. Pass to Ivy. The 3 ball. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
They barely got the win the last time these teams faced off, and in large part, I think it was because they were pushing the action and drawing foul calls.
Well, it was because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
Here's Stewart after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Good. Cunningham's got 7.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Here's the Mayor. Ivy defends. Kicks it out to Middleton. Out to the wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The Pistons clear it. Pass to Cunningham. To the inside. Out to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's more than deserving of this accolade given the way he's been playing. He injects so much energy into their offense, whether he's finishing the play himself or lending a helping hand.
Collins, he's checked in for Detroit. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Exum's checked in for Chris Middleton. 5 to shoot. Thompson with a screen. From deep three-point land. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's the Mayor. He's got 6. Here's Watson. Some solid defense from Stewart. Pass to Ivy. The 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's the Mayor. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Ivy outside. It's hauled in by the Mayor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. Number 1, Milwaukee.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Now here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Tries a 10-footer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh boy, throughout the game, they got after it defensively and forced a lot of turnovers too.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him, or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Kleba, he's checked in for Stewart. Melton comes in for Thompson. And Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's the mayor. He's got 6. Back to Exum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Collins finds Ivy. They need this. He is hauled in by Exum.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ivy. And again, the Pistons missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Ivy with the defensive effort.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ivy's got 11 points.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Driving to the basket, the mayor passes to Watson.
Zach Hunt. First personal foul. Team 4.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Down the first one, and the Pistons making a change here. Moore's checked in. Payne's checked in for Milwaukee. Good on both. 1:24 left in the first. Sasser outside. Kleba with a screen. Fires for 3. Sasser gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Exum. Here's the mayor. Watson inside. Collins there. Offensive rebound for 3. Oladipo. Here's the mayor. He's got 6. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. The mayor passes to Exum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
The defender really went after him.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Excellent. Dante Exum. 2 shots.
free throw no good. Fontecchio's checked in for Kleba. And he's good on the second. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Sasser, defended by Payne. Sasser outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's the Mayor. And the basket is good. The Mayor's got 8.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Fontecchio. And it's off from three-point range. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Taking a look at the Bucks. They've got Dante Exum. Also Peyton Watson out there. Cameron Payne out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's the Mayor in at the 2 guard.
Shooting 2.
He makes a first. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's the Mayor, out to Oladipo. Fires in the triple. Oladipo's got 5 now.
Some confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
And here's Melton. 23 points for him last game against Toronto. Here's Moore. He's guarded by Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Melton passes to Collins. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Collins has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Modern NBA, Zach Collins signed up for it.
They set the screen. Here's the Mayor. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pistons trail by 4. Melton on the wing. Wide open. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. The Mayor's got 4 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Mayor in their last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He had 39 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Melton. Sasser outside. Melton outside. 6 to shoot. Collins a screen. Melton passes to Kleba. Misses the 3. The Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Exum. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Detroit with it, following the score by Milwaukee. To the middle. Here's Kleba. And finished off by Kleba.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here's Sasser. 9 points in the game. Over Payne. And there's another one for the Pistons.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Oladipo on the wing. Pass to the Mayor. Screen by Watson. Here's the Mayor. Collins with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Melton outside. And here's Sasser. And here's Collins for 3. Rebounded by Payne. Milwaukee leading by 4. They set the pick. The Mayor passes to Exum. Yep, that one goes. Exum's got 7 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Sasser outside. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 13.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Drives to the hoop. The Mayor can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 4. Sasser with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here's the Mayor. Pass to Watson. Nails the baby hook. And the Bucks lead by 6.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Kleba. Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Oladipo, the pass to the Mayor. Inside. Here's Exum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Mayor. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Moore. Still no points. Pass to Sasser. Melton outside. Down low. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by the Mayor. The Mayor's got 5 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Melton. No one near him. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's 2 left feet there.
substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Collins. Thompson comes in for Kleba. Ivy's checked in for Moore. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Melton. Here's the mayor. He's got 14. Tries again. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And here's Thompson for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Hitting Jays off the catch, one of the many ways Thompson can beat you.
Screen by Watson. The mayor passes to Watson. Yep, that one's good. Watson's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pistons trail by 3. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. On the take. The offensive rebound. Pass to the mayor. Now here's Watson. Antetokounmpo, the pass to the mayor. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. And he makes it. The mayor's got 16 points now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Sasser, following the score by Milwaukee. From 13, shot is good, off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game.
A good eye from the mid-range. It's part of what makes Cunningham so dangerous.
Here's the mayor. He's watched by Cunningham. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. No luck on that one. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Cunningham. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, some retro action from Cade Cunningham, the mid-range J.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. The mayor passes to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. Cunningham with some nice D. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. I like the idea. We know we can make that shot, but the defense wasn't having it.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. The mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
Kleba, he's checked in for Detroit. Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Cunningham against Lillard. Fires the 3. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. The mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong moves from Giannis inside.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And again, no good by Detroit.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Oh, got a piece of it. Kleba with a steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Thompson. No good again that time.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Lillard. No points so far. Pass to the mayor. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo with it. Takes the 3. The rebound by Stewart.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
No problems knocking that one down. Ivy's got 13.
Ivy using that mid-range well.
Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. The mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Out to Kleba. And here's Cunningham outside. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. For 3, Smith. Counted from distance. And the Bucks lead by 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Cunningham showing the D, no mercy.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Pass to Lillard from behind the arc. And no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Milwaukee out front. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
6.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star weekend. Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Maxi Kleba. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Picked by Smith. The mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. To the middle. Pass to Smith. Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the mayor. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Thompson. Ivy outside. Picked by Stewart. Ivy passes to Stewart. Gets the 3 ball to go. Stewart's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ivy. Here's the mayor. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. The Pistons shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. Here's Ivy to the right side. Stewart finds Kleba for the tie. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
The mayor can't get it to go. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Number 7, first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Over Lillard. And it's Cunningham missing. The Bucks leading by 3. Here's the mayor. 23 points in the game. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Stewart outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Stewart. It was stolen by Lillard. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's the mayor. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. The mayor's got 6 here in the quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Firing up the 2K leaderboard, the NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. The Bucks, number 1.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Stewart finds Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. And Middleton with the block.
Those long arms of Middleton, I think they sneak up on shooters.
Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. Now here's Smith. Here's the mayor. He's got 25. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pistons trail by 7. Ivy outside. Out to Kleba. To snap the cold streak. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Thompson against Antetokounmpo. That one's good for 2. Antetokounmpo has got 20.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Kleba with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Here's the mayor. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Thompson. Back to Ivy. Count it! The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a 3-point play.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Lillard. There's the triple. Offensive board. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, not sure. I would think the first guy you want to box out would be Giannis.
Kleber outside. Back to Cunningham. Into the lane. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Here's the mayor. Ivy defends. Lillard outside. Here's the mayor. He's got 27. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Giannis can shoulder any load, and he's doing it here.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
Here's Stewart. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Back to Kleber, to the paint. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's the mayor. An elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game. And Ivy pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go from 12 feet. That one rolls around and rims out. The Bucks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. The mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Isaiah Stewart. He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. Melton, he's checked in for Detroit. Sasser comes in for Cade Cunningham. The Bucks also with a sub. Watson's checked in. That one misses for Antetokounmpo. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Pass to the mayor. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ivy. Here's the mayor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The mayor's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
Melton passes to Stewart. Sasser outside. Back to Stewart. Ivy outside. 4-3. Sinks the tray. Ivy's got 21 points in the game.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ivy. Here's the mayor. Takes it inside. Second chance effort. That shot off the mark. Oh, great D that time from Kleber. Ivy outside. Pass to Sasser. Melton outside. Shot clock at 6. And the Pistons, another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Right side Watson. Now Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the mayor. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
about Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them get back in the ballgame.
Here's the mayor. He has 29 now from outside the arc. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Detroit has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. For the tie, Kleber passes to Ivy. Kleber, screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Kleber. He nails it, and we're tied. Kleber's got his second bucket of the night.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. The mayor passes to Smith. The three is up. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
At the line for the Bucks, Smith taking 3 shots.
That's good from Smith. Collins, he's checked in for Detroit. Fontecchio comes in for Kleber. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Payne's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Milwaukee ball.
Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding. And of course the Detroit Pistons, they're currently 5th in the conference.
Right now for Detroit, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, let's bring up the leaderboard and see which players were the most efficient from the charity stripe last month. Well, you look at Collins. He's been fantastic. Only one guy in the league better from the line.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
Tries the spin move. Ivy, left side. Can't get it to drop. Milwaukee leading by 4. The mayor passes to Watson. Here's the mayor.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
This one for 3. Drops in the 3. The mayor's got 13 points in this quarter.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Melton outside. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the mayor.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Payne. Here's the mayor. Screen by Watson. Here's the mayor. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 7. To the inside. Back to Ivy. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ivy's got 24 points.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
The Mayor passes to Watson. And it's blocked by Collins.
Good job, Collins inside, quick off his feet.
Pass to Fontecchio. Now here's Sasser. 17 points in the game. Ivy with the ball. 5 on the clock. And here's Sasser. Defended by Payne. Takes a 13-footer. Watson with the rebound. Watson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the Mayor. Off target from 3-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Inside, here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Milwaukee in the lead.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And the 3-pointer goes. Now Ivy. Pass to Sasser. The 3. Unable to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead, up 5. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter. Back Connaughton. Then it's Peyton Watson, and it's Lillard in at the 1.
Your time.
Here's the Mayor. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The Mayor can't get it to go.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Here's Stewart. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham with the ball. Now Oladipo defending. On the wing, Ivy from the arc. Buries it from 3. Ivy's got 14 points now in the second half.
The 3-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Here's the Mayor. They get it back. Antetokounmpo, the pass to the Mayor. Tries yet again. 3-pointer is up. Middleton drills it from deep. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Stewart outside. Pass to Ivy. And here is Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
That play sets up Thompson well, and he does not hesitate to finish the job.
Here's the Mayor. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The Mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. And there's a 3-second violation.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Now here's Sasser, guarded closely. Thompson with a screen. And here's Cunningham outside. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. The Mayor passes to Antetokounmpo. Another possession. Another.